Xbox guys, I like value gaming. When something is cheap, right? From a cost perspective, I try to evaluate it again to see if I'm getting the best benefit and the best bang for my buck. So look at Final Fantasy 16. I played the demo when it showed up on Steam. It was all right. And I'm not necessarily a Final Fantasy person. But look at this game right now for $24.99. This is just a story about how today's day and age, your game is not really that special. I just looked on here, Warrior 64, Final Fantasy 16, $24.99 on Xbox Live. This is a play anywhere version of the game. And honestly, the price is very, very appealing. It's enticing at this point in time. I mean, shoot. You know what I mean? Like, you look at it like, come on now, like VG, okay, we get it, you cheapo. You freaking cheap. That's literally the price point now. They're like, all right, you freaking cheapo, just shut up and get it already. Like, sheesh. That's exactly where the benefit comes from. When these companies think that somewhere, somehow, they can basically pull the rug over you. And some of you were whining to me. Oh, Xbox sucks. I can't believe that they'll be doing this. It's actually on Steam as well, too. I don't know if you guys know. Black Friday sale, Square Enix. $25 for this game. Oh, if I'm buying this game, y'all know the version I'm buying, right? Do y'all know the version I'm buying? I'm buying the Xbox version because I get two benefits for it. That's what I'm buying. As a PC gamer, I want my $24.99 to go far, far, far. If you feel me. Because I'm a Windows guy. I use Windows. I use Steam OS as well too. I use them all. Where's the party at? All these people I see basically sitting here and poking their thumbs and throwing blood on paper and vowing to follow and always constantly swear their allegiance to one platform. I gotta say, you guys, you really amaze me. I can't. I cannot, as there is absolutely a staunch declarative lack of brand loyalty in my bones for these platforms. That's it. Play Anywhere has stolen this game from Valve. It is what it is. Now, for you that's your Steam person, you might say, well, I don't have an Xbox. I use it for Game Pass. Right? But again, here's another crazy thing. With the price point this low, there's that likelihood you might just go ahead and see it on Game Pass because it won't be the first time that a Square Enix game that went through difficulty, has made its way to Game Pass and it stayed there for a long time. Because you see, these companies understand that sales aren't going to be that juicy for a long time, right? So at some point, they're going to be like, man, how do we cut our losses? And how do we not cut our losses, but how do we, monetize this bad boy? Do you all remember Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy? It was a Square Enix game. It was a Square Enix game. Square Enix likes cash. They will. And it's actually well worked for cash. It's not like they're not doing anything that I see here that's illegal. They're not doing anything that's unethical. So they will be going for that bag. Don't sit there and fool yourselves into thinking that some game is special. Man, I remember, and I got to tell you, I usually don't, bother with all these conversations, but I got to tell you, the Xbox fanboys that were whining last year with Black Myth Wukong and Final Fantasy as these PlayStation podcasts were fomenting, oh, you see, our platform can play it and yours can't. I need to tell you, you all need to go there. Right? And you need to sit down and you need to think very carefully about what is very important to you. I'm actually not yet happy with some of you. I have blocked some of you Xbox fanboys that were doing that because I was taking the time to show you that the industry was doing this really weird thing. And many of you blocked your ears and you chose to listen to people who don't care about gaming over people who were trying to show you with a data-driven perspective from executives, from publishers, from CEOs, from game movements, from multi-platform changes, and all of the above. Everything was right there in front of you. But you chose that you would allow your emotions to be fomented by, again, people who only care about status. The so-called PlayStation pundit who went and paid freaking $70 to sit there and tell you about Final Fantasy, 16. He's going to go at the end of the tax year, if they're Americans, they will put it as a business expense. While some of you jumped and bought a PS5. If you wanted to, that's fine. But I'm just saying, to buy this game that we're going to pick from the dollar store if we wait long enough. Guys and girls, please help me out, man. Let's be real with each other, man. These people have just been talking nonsense. I saw one of them post the receipts, kind of like a huge receipt bill of all the games that he buys on PlayStation. And I was laughing because it is patrons that support this effort. Because this person cannot divorce the fact that they have patron support, YouTube support, and all the above from this amount and this expense of video games that they are buying. Yet the normal person who's got a job, which I'm sure they also have an external job, is taking basically post-taxed dollars to go buy these games. Whereas they can use those game purchases, make videos on them, talk about them, enjoy the benefit of having played the game too, to then offset their own taxes. Let's be open and let's be real. Are we doing consumer advocacy, or are we all sitting here acting like, oh yes, we can smoke cigars and we're the most sophisticated in the society? That's the PlayStation fanboy pundit. I've now identified your shtick. I'm going to keep saying this. Every single one of you. It's all about status with you. That's why you browbeat the Xbox fanboys, the Xbox users, the Xbox gamers. You browbeat them because you thought that you had the platform that was a status symbol. All the while, the platform, the status symbol was always PC. But, you always liked status. That's why when you look at PC gamers, you're like, oh, PC gamers, you don't have many of you don't have a good enough hardware like the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro. Status. That's all it's been all this while. And so now it's time for us to now peel off another layer because, again, look at Square Enix. They proved to all of you that status was not just about, listen to me, status was not just about, oh, well, I can access this thing that you can't. But it's actually about having a financial standing and having a business that actually does prove to be profitable. Now, the game is 2 years old-ish. I can understand a discount of such a nature. Maybe it's even $24.99 on the PlayStation Store. You feel me? Not saying that this is the end of everything. I'm just saying. Maybe it's also $24.99 on the PlayStation Store. Who knows? But again, you see how fast these so-called games will pretty much go into the sales bin? Any game could also go ahead and take that kind of a hit after 2 years. Why? Simply because there are just too many games. And guess what? Xbox, on its own side, it has 2-year-old games that have not gone down that route. I haven't seen Starfield that low. Maybe we'll see it this holiday in terms of its pricing. Has anybody seen Starfield enter even the $30 mark? I don't think so. Because their games are not only paying for themselves, right? If players like them, their games are also getting supported from Game Pass and such. Getting support from cloud, subscribers. And then sometimes they're getting support from PlayStation users who pay for those games. How can you say that this is not a sound business proposition? Come on. You know it's a sound business proposition. Your brain tells you it is. The logical part of your humanity tells you that it is. But you just prefer status. That's the problem. It's the status that you all continue to want to tout. Talk to me in the comment section. Peace out.